Have you ever heard of Garrison Keillor? Have you ever heard of his tales from Lake Wobegon? These are the people that I come from. They are staunch, sturdy Norwegians, Scandinavians. They are tough. They endure massively cold weather. They leave Norway and come to the United States and end up in Minnesota or Canada. This is where my relatives immigrated from over 100 years ago, from Norway. And I've always thought, God, if you're leaving Norway, which is absolutely beautiful, but very, very, very cold and harsh, wouldn't you want to go to, like, I don't know, Arizona? Maybe some California. I realize it was a long time ago. And the Norwegians went to where the other Norwegians were. So they went to Minnesota, where it gets to be 30 below in the winter. And it's absolutely beautiful. And this is where my mom grew up. And it's a beautiful place. I love Minnesota. But I just think it's so funny that we stick to our comfort zones, even when our comfort zones are so uncomfortable. So this is Caralyn How from What You Really, Really Want. And on this day of my Grow a Pair Challenge, I am challenging you to leave something behind from your comfort zone that's part of your story, part of your legacy, part of your history that has been handed down from your parents, your grandparents, something that you believe about yourself and you've perhaps never stopped to question whether or not it was true, or something that you believe about life that is just like an axiom in your family and it's just a given and you just believe it, but you've never really questioned it. I'm going to give you an example. So in my family, on my mom's side, all the good Norwegians hold very dear to their hearts that humility is basically the biggest. If it's possible to be arrogant and humility, that's what my family is. I'm the most humble. No, you're the most humble. No, he's so humble. It's like humble pie is a delicacy, and modesty is everything. And you get yourself to heaven by keeping your feet firmly planted on the ground and being salt of the earth and never thinking much of yourself and certainly never, ever suggesting that you're something special in any way, shape, or form. So this is a lot to overcome if you want to do anything other than stay small and keep your feet firmly planted on the ground and stay in your small story and take the crumbs instead of going out and asking for and getting what you really, really want and stepping into the spotlight. So this has been a huge journey for me in my lifetime because that's where I come from and that is so not where I am today. But it has taken a lot of steps, 100,000 steps out of my comfort zone to get to where I am today, and leaving behind that story while still absolutely loving and adoring the people and many of the values, and you don't have to throw the baby out with the bathwater. But what is something that you believe about yourself or about life that maybe just isn't true, that deep down goes against what you really, really want? And deep down, that belief is keeping you from asking for or even acknowledging that that's what you really, really want. You know, maybe it's some of your beliefs around money and how it should be earned or how it should be spent or what it does to people or what it means. Is it evil? Is it good? You know, maybe it's your beliefs around religion that just are what you grew up with, but they don't fit for you. Maybe it's your beliefs around politics. I mean, I am just not a chip off any old block because my beliefs about life, religion, politics, money, just about everything actually are so very different from what I was raised with. And yet, thankfully, luckily for me, I've always had these amazing, accepting parents. And I never felt like I couldn't stretch out of that comfort zone. that I would be rejected. But even if you are rejected, if you're being you, the whole world is probably not going to approve. And maybe that's just okay, because when we grow a pair, we realize that our voices get louder, and the louder they get, the more people may not approve, may not be on board with you, and that it might not, it's a little easier to not rock the boat. But if you want to have a rockin' life, you're going to have to rock the boat. So rock the boat, baby. I challenge you today to come up with a belief that you're willing to let go of, or explore letting go of, that's going to allow you to move past your story, past your history, past the 30 or 40 or 50 years of you being you, but not really being you, right? You just being what you think you're supposed to be, or what you think you are. And I challenge you to examine that. So that's my challenge for you today, day number 11 on our Grow Pair Challenge. Leave me some comments. I'd love to hear how it's going. I will see you tomorrow.